This is Paul McKenna for PT Boxing with me. Joe Gallagher, how are we, mate? Okay?
Not too bad. How are you, Paul?
Good,
nice
mate.
haircut,
Good. Yeah, do you like it?
Yeah, it's alright, mate.
Good stuff.
Warm weather, come in, get a scalp.
That's it. Obviously, press conference today for BEEFY, Liam Williams. It's a very interesting fight. Some of the fans can't split them. According to the bookies, they can't split them. But obviously, you see Liam more than anyone every day in the gym, and you can't split them. So, interesting fight, but I suppose that the whole 50-50 and pick 'em aspect of it makes for good TV on Saturday.
Yeah, well, listen, like Liam said in the presser, the more people are picking Liam Williams, gives Liam Smith more credit on the Sunday morning when he gets the win. Listen, Gary Lockett's an ambitious young trainer. Liam Williams is an ambitious fighter, and this is their big fight, their big acid test. Dave much will feel Liam Smith's on the slide after losing to Canelo, but being in and around us, see Liam ain't taking this light at all. I feel Liam's absolutely put the work in. He's fit. He's going in there to make a statement on Saturday night, and they think they've just got to rock up and expect to be the bigger man, have the bigger punch, and that's all it's got to need to take to be Liam Smith. They're gravely mistaken. Liam Smith has improved from being with Canelo. Just when it's very hard to explain. I think very much sometimes when you're a football team and you step up and you play the best, whether it's a Madrid or a Barcelona, and you come off and you go, class them. You take things from that game that someone tried or what they did, you learn from it. I think that's what Liam Smith did with Canelo. He learned from a lot of stuff, and it wasn't the best camp going into it, but he's made up for it for the sparring and the experience being in a big fight. Liam has that. Liam Williams has come through a couple of big fights. Whether you look at Gary Corcoran, I'd say is his biggest fight to date, and Liam Smith has been Canelo. So I think that big fight experience in the atmosphere. And listen, Liam Smith now, I don't know how many times this has been at the Echo Arena, at the Manchester Arena. He won the world title there, he defended the world title there. It's a good hunting ground for him, and it's his second home here in boxing.
Do you think, as you've just been saying, with Liam, you know, losing that Canelo fight, sometimes people say a loss is better than a win. Not necessarily saying that in that situation, but you've took a lot of things out of that loss, and obviously, as you've just been saying up there, 12, 18 rounds of sparring compared to over 100 this time, and you know, for people that don't really know boxing and out, it is a big deal. And I think even with Liam, you know, nowhere near his best on that Canelo fight in the camp that he's had, and he still showed, you know, what type of fighter he was. So do you think maybe Lockett and Williams or any of their team are looking into the Canelo fight a little bit too much? And
I don't think so. I don't think Gary Lockett would be that naive. I think Gary Lockett's been building for this moment for the last 3 years. He's sat ringside for all Liam's fights, analysing for Box Nation, and he's been putting the jigsaw together for the last 3 years on how to beat Liam Smith. Canelo Alvarez may have showed him one or two things that Liam Smith could get caught with, but we've eradicated them, and this is his big test. Liam Williams is Gary Lockett's pet project, his lottery ticket, and is his stamp, very much in the same way people would say about me with BEEFY or Crolla or stuff like that. So it's a big test and a big fight for him, but Liam Smith's got plenty of fight, plenty of desire, and he could have easily come back and had a couple of easy wins, but no, he wants to come back in and fancies the Liam Williams fight, and I'm really looking forward to it. And it's a battle of wills, battle strategy, Saturday night, and I just think how people react under pressure will be key in this fight, and I don't think Liam Williams has been under that much pressure, so it'll be interesting to see how he reacts.
Obviously the fight is for the interim WBO, providing Canelo vacates, which he more than likely will do. I can't see Canelo going back down anytime soon. The winner of the fight will get elevated to being full world champion. Do you think that that's the reason why Liam Williams and Gary are taking the fight now? Because obviously Williams was mandatory for Liam's British title for a while, and they didn't want the fight then.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's it. I think in anything in boxing, with my lads, and Gary's no different, the reward has got to be worth the risk. It's prize fighting, the prize has got to be worth it. And I think for Liam Williams and Gary Lockett, a chance to become a world champion, well, we either lose defending the British or we lose fighting for the world title. And fighting for a world title and losing for it is more credible than losing for the British.
Okay, mate. Well, Paul Butler as well. Actually, before we go, Paul Butler, third fight now under you.
Yeah.
bigged you up to the highest.
I keep saying, do you know what? I just spoke to Steve Lillis there, and Paul phoned me and arranged something, put it down. I just said, there's a kid that's absolutely in love with boxing, absolutely loving boxing at the moment, bouncing into the gym, training, sparring, the variety of sparring, just loving it. And then I think on a podcast this week he mentioned it then at the presser, and I keep saying, Paul, you don't have to be like that. Let's just win a world title first and win, and then we can all pat each other's back. But
you can see though he's got a spring in his step, and he's happy at the minute.
And I just think, well, there's no bigger compliment than seeing a fighter enjoying it, and he's enjoying the training, he's enjoying the gym, being in around good fighters, and looking forward now for getting this out of the way Saturday night and getting that world title and getting him to become a two-time world champion. It'll be a fantastic achievement, and we haven't seen the best of Paul Butler yet. He's still improving, and that's a good thing. He's happy that he feels he's improving as well.
Mcdonnell, the one you want for Paul?
Yeah, I think Jeremy Mcdonnell, he's the name. Everyone's seen him on Sky. He's had the scalps, he's travelled, and I think that's a great fight. I think that's a good fight, a good technical fight. It's a very good fight. It's a very good fight, and I'm really looking forward to that. But we've got to win Saturday night, or there'll be no fight. But Mcdonnell Butler, that's a juicy fight.
That's it, mate.
Cheers, no problem. See you later, Arun. Meet Arun. He used to be one of my amateurs, age 11.
Yeah, no, I didn't know.
See you later, mate. Good luck. See you later,
He's
mate.
not boxing anymore.
No, he's coaching. He coaches Jack Cattrall and Jordan
yeah?
Thompson now, Haroon, yeah. Who's in my first amateur team, outside ABC, 11 years old.
Who else was in that team? Anyone there?
Levi too, very talented kid, Phil Enikin. Mark Haslam, Kurt Haslam's brother, Mark Haslam, used to do a bit. Haroon Femi, just passed away, unfortunately. Danny Coyle, Dave Bateman, Evan Walker, Jeff Finlinson. Some good fighters.
Just before we go, last question, got to touch on obviously the Crolla. I haven't seen you since Crolla. Obviously disappointing night.
Yeah.
But again, it's sort of one of them things, isn't it, where, as you just said, with the football situation, sometimes you go against someone and you realise, Linares is arguably pound for pound top 10 world class fighter. So you can't be. You're obviously going to be disappointed naturally, but you can't be too disappointed about that.
No, I think. Spoke to Anthony yesterday. He wanted to come back in the gym, but the injuries are sustained in training with his ribs and that. He never really. They're keeping him out a little bit. He likes to come in and just do a couple of bag sessions a week, a bit of strength and conditioning and yoga. Keep switched on. Not that his body got too soft, but he's. No, listen. Anthony did everything he could for that. We did everything we could for that. And at the end of the day, you can live with it because you couldn't do no more. You've got to put your hands up, and I kept them saying before it, I don't think there was enough made of how good Jorge Linares really was. They were just, we've had lesser people come onto these shows and been given bigger profile and build up than people like Jorge Linares. Linares, like I said to you, 4 times world champion, 3 different weights, and in his prime, in his peak, and you can see a fighter there in the rematch of Crolla that just raised his game again, enjoying life, enjoying his career, and I think everyone in that arena that night, in years to come, will go, wow. I remember watching him box live. It was a pleasure to be in there and see him fight, and listen, Anthony Crolla did what he could, but like I say, he fell short. He's having a break, having a little holiday, and then he'll come back, and we'll look at the options. There's a few options there. People are talking about whether it be Ricky Burns, whether he goes and fights in Vegas, and Lemachenko's an option. There's lots of things. He's a very marketable kid, a very popular kid, and he's never in a dull fight. So there's plenty still left in the $1 million Crolla story. All
right, mate. Well, on that note, we look forward to Saturday. I'm sure we'll catch up with you soon.
Brilliant. No problem. Cheers. Thanks, mate.